moving on from there onto the top table and talk about pick and fights. Mark Heffron against Liam Williams for the vacant British Middleweight title. Francis, it absolutely has all the makings, this one. People are finding it very difficult to establish really who's the favourite for this.
So, I mean, it's just a great fight. You know, it's one of those, when it was made, everybody was quite surprised, I think. To start with, obviously, maybe quite surprised that Liam went up to middleweight. Not that he took the fight, but he moved up in weight. Because I know he loves making light middle. and you know, and also maybe, you know, a lot of people may be saying this is a step too far, too quickly for Mark. But I disagree with all that entirely. I think it's a fantastic fight, a fantastic matchup. And it really does, you know, propel the winner onto the next level a little bit quicker. Nobody wanted to fight Mark within the British rankings, so we did have to go and look for a game competitor at a lower weight, and we found not just a game competitor, but a world-class fighter in Liam Williams. And I think now it's down to Mark to prove to us whether or not he's capable of doing that, and it's down to Liam to prove to us whether or not he's still got that burning desire to get back on the world level.
Well, let's hear from Liam first of all, who's made his way up from Wales. Well, he's actually made his way down from Sheffield, because that's where he's been preparing with Dominic Ingle, but there'll be plenty of Welsh support coming up as well. And I don't think I've ever seen you look as cheerful close to a fight as you do for this one. Is that because you've made the weight and it's been that much easier at middleweight rather than light middle?
Yeah, I'm just a lot happier with myself, to be honest with you. I just feel a lot more comfortable with the things I'm doing. I know all the hard work's been done, and no stone unturned. I know I'm 100% ready, so I just feel a lot more cheerful for that reason, because coming into this week, I'm actually lighter now, making the middleweight limit the more I normally am making light middle, which is, I'm actually quite annoyed about it, because why couldn't I do this before? But yeah, I mean, I'm still eating well, I'm drinking stupid amounts of water, so I'm fresh. Like, you know, you wouldn't really think I'm 2 days away from away, and I'm 100% ready. You know, no excuses, I'm coming away. I'm going to be British champion again Saturday night, no doubt about it.
When you got the call to say there's a British middleweight title fight up there for you, how long did it take you to say, yeah, that's for me?
About 1 second. Then you have to think about it, because I'm a very big light middleweight anyway. And not only that, with my training camp being the way it is now, everything's on point, and I feel I've just turned around. I'm a lot better fighter now. I'm a lot more confident in my ability, and I know I can win a world title. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that are playing a part at the moment, and I'm a lot happier with myself, and I know I'm going to win Saturday, and it's going to be a good one.
Just before we hear from Mark, what's going to be the key then? What makes you so certain? Do you believe you're the superior boxer, or do you have the power, or whatever?
All-round ability. I believe I can fight, I can box. Everybody's saying, you know, about Mark being this tremendous puncher. I don't dispute that he can punch at all. Like, he's knocking people out. Whether he's knocking, you know, in my opinion, I think he's been knocking over crap opponents. But you know, I'm going to be the judge of that Saturday. It's not as if I'm going to go for a fight and not get clipped a couple of times. So yeah, I don't think he's quite this, you know, the killer that people are making him out to be. So we'll see.
Mark, listening to that and hearing what he thinks, you're not quite the killer that people are making out. What do you think of him, and what do you think of what you've just heard?
I just think he's talking absolute rubbish.
Mark, you know, man. You know. I can see fear in your eyes. You're shitting yourself.
Listen, I'm definitely not
fucking
shitting
yourself.
Listen, I'm going to knock you out on Saturday.
You were scared.
100%. I'm going to knock you out on Saturday.
And if you knock me out Saturday, I'll get up and I'll shake your hand and say, do you know what, Mark? You're a good fighter. Well done. But you ain't going to. I can fucking tell you now.
We'll see.
Mark my words.
We'll see.
Mark my words.
We will see on Saturday.
No happening.
We will see.
What makes you so sure, Mark?
Because I'm the better all-round fighter, and I just 100% I'm going to knock him out on Saturday.
He's had the 2 defeats against Liam Smith, who's been training with you, been sparring with you. What have you picked up from that?
I picked up loads of stuff. Other than Liam Smith, who have you fought? What's good? You stopped my brother on a cut.
Who have you fought?
I fought a better opposition than you. Then
Do you honestly believe that, or are you just saying that?
I
Have you
believe
been
that.
told to say that by a trainer?
No, I haven't at all.
Of course you have.
No, I haven't.
You see fear in your eyes and scared.
Shut up, you dick.
You get back. You get your head punched.
You're going to get your head
Like
punched.
your brother.
He's had his 2 big fights against Liam. What did you learn from watching him in those fights?
I learned a lot from that. I learned that he's a shitbag as well.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll
Yeah, I
see.
know.
Do you care to elaborate on his shitbagginess?
Pardon?
Do you want to say a bit more about what you learned from the fights?
I learned a lot from that
Say
fight.
small
I
way
learned
been told to
that
say,
he's a
Mark,
quitter.
go on.
I learned that he's a quitter, and when we get into deep waters, yeah, which I don't think it's going to go that far.
Who's to say you ain't the quitter?
You're gonna quit.
You've never been in a hard fight.
Pardon?
Who's to say you ain't the quitter? You've never been in a
I'm
hard
not
fight.
a quitter, mate. I've
You're
never
smashed
been
it.
I'm not a quitter.
You're getting smashed.
I'm going to smash that nose all over your face.
We'll see.
You'll be taking off with them big ears.
We'll see. Oh, we need to get personal now, do we?
Yeah, we'll see.
If you need that, you need it.
If you don't get to him early, and if the big punch doesn't work in the first 3, 4, 5 rounds, what then?
It doesn't matter if I don't get to him early. I'm prepared for a solid 12 rounds.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Can you take his power?
100%. With respect, he's been fighting tomato cans, he's been fighting shit bags. And he hit someone half a shot and they throw themselves in the
Respect.
floor.
Yeah, with respect, what do you do when you're not
They just want to pick up the money at the end of the night and go home, you know, just stay safe and just go home and be happy with a couple of quid that just earned. But I'm not coming for that, I'm coming to win and I want to move on to that next level. I'm not saying I don't respect you as a fighter, man, because I do, you're a good fighter. But I just believe I'm the better man.
You're not. Definitely not.
I am.
100%. We'll see on Saturday.
You know it.
I don't know it at all.
You recognise that he's the hardest test of your career so far, got to be.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the big step up. But it might be a big step up, but I feel like it's going to be one of the easiest fights in my career.
We will see. We will see. That is...
Getting knocked out. Nose is getting splattered all over your face.
Mark's getting
Don't miss
boring.
Getting knocked out, boy.
Don't miss it. This is going to be a special one. It's for the British Middleweight title.
I'm
And
just slapping him on the head when I've won it as well.
is the highly touted prospect going to proceed? Or is Liam at the greater weight, at middleweight, stepping up a level? Is he going to prevail? I think either way it's guaranteed to be a tremendous fight. And so we move on to our main...
Heffron, so Liam Williams, a few years ago, he stopped your brother. How much of this is a kind of revenge mission to beat Williams after he beat Ronnie?
It didn't stop him. It was a head clash.
Yeah, I stopped him. I fucking
It was
busted
head
him up and
clash.
stopped him.
Head clash.
Who here watched the fight between me and Ronnie Heffron?
What's that?
Who watched the fight? Anyone? No?
No, you did.
Mark, listen. Before the edits, before it was stopped because of the cut and everything else, did you actually see what I did? Did you have your fucking eyes closed all the time?
Listen, you
Did you have your eyes
won the
closed?
first couple of rounds, you won the last couple.
I smashed him to
No,
bits,
you
you fool.
didn't. No, you didn't.
I smashed him to bits.
No,
I
you
made a
didn't.
fool of him.
No, you
I'm going to do
didn't.
exactly the same
No,
to
you
you.
didn't. No, you won't. Definitely not. Definitely not.
Does that answer your question, Dev? Follow up?
See, the thing is with Dev, he likes to stir the pot. I'll give him that one. He loves it.
Right, anybody else?